guys, it's Sam the Statman, coming at you with another video. Today I'm going to be comparing Mike Trout, so far in his career, versus Albert Pujols' first 11 years. So from 2001 to 2011. That is the time he played for the Cardinals, and is basically his prime. I mean, for the Angels, he hasn't been great. He's been okay, but he hasn't been great. I'm doing this video because, well, as you know, Trout and Pujols are teammates. And Mike Trout just became a father. So I thought it would be an interesting video to do. And I didn't want to have like Albert Pujols' full career versus Mike Trout because I think that would be a bit unfair. But I'm just going to do his first 11 years, the time he played with the Cardinals. Now that is a bit more than the time Trout has been around, which might factor into my decision. But I think it's a bit more fair than doing Albert Pujols' entire career against Mike Trout so far. So that is all I have to say. So without further ado, let's get into it. First, let's take a look at Albert Pujols' Cardinals stats. He was fantastic for the Cardinals. He batted .328, .420, .617 with a 170 OPS plus. He had 2,073 hits, 445 home runs, 109 total zone runs, which is fantastic. A lot of people think he was bad at defense. Well, not bad, but like meh at defense. He was actually fantastic. And 86.6 WAR in his career. Well, for the Cardinals, he won the Rookie of the Year award, 3 MVPs, was second in the MVP voting 4 times, which might be the record. I'm not sure about that. But 2 of those years came during Barry Bonds' years. So, I mean, depending on how you feel about the whole PED thing, you could say he deserved the MVP those years. He was a 9-time All-Star, won 6 Silver Sluggers, and 2 Gold Gloves. Just a fantastic player for the Cardinals. Next, let's take a look at how Mike Trout has done so far for the Angels. In his career, he was batted .305, .418, .583 with a 176 OPS plus. He had 1,342 hits, 292 homers, stole 200 bases, and had 56 total zone runs. Has 56 total zone runs so far in his career. He has 73.2 WAR. He won 3 MVPs, Rookie of the Year award, 8-time All-Star, 7-time Silver Slugger, and won 2 All-Star Game MVPs. He's been fantastic for the Angels. It's a shame that they're not using him for another team when he would actually make the playoffs. Imagine how he'd be in the playoffs. Oh, God. He was actually there once, but that doesn't really count. Oh, imagine if he was with, the Yankees or something. Oh, God, that team would be literally the greatest of all time. But now it's time for me to come to my decision. Now, there's a few things I'd like to talk about here. Firstly, I'd just like to say that if you look at the slash stats, which is average, on base, and slugging, Pujols is on top by a lot. He batted .328, .420, .617, much better than Trout's .305, .418, .583, which, while still excellent, is not as good as Pujols'. However, if you look at OPS plus, which adjusts for different factors such as ballpark and league average, you'll find that Trout's 176 OPS plus is superior to Albert Pujols' 170 OPS plus. If you heard someone singing in the background, that is my sister, by the way. But, so, I just wanted to tell you that because if you just hear the slash stats, you're like, oh, wait. Mike Trout, or Albert Pujols look a lot better than Trout's, but really, if you really look deeper into it, it's not the case. However, there's another factor I'd like to talk about that is in Albert Pujols' favor. During his time with the Cardinals, he was amazing in the postseason. He has a 2.92 win percentage, WPA. I don't know, is that like winning percentage added? I don't know exactly what it stands for, but it's basically like the WAR version of postseason. And in the postseason, for the Cardinals, he batted over .320, .400, .600, which is just amazing slash stats. So he was fantastic in the postseason. However, I'm not going to use that for as much points in Albert Pujols' favor as regular season stats because it's sort of unfair to Trout. If you're talking about Albert Pujols' postseason stats, with the Cardinals, he made the playoffs I think it was 7 times. And Trout has only made the playoffs once. In Trout, I think they got knocked out in the NLDS. They didn't even make it to the NLCS. With Pujols, he's made it to 3 World Series in 2004, 2006, and 2011. So he's had a lot more postseason opportunities, so you can't use that fully in his favor like you would be able to do with regular season stats. So I guess what it's really going to come down to is, do I think that Mike Trout will, in the next few years, in his 11 seasons, be better than Albert Pujols' first 11 years? If the answer is yes, I think that Mike Trout wins. If it's not, if I don't think so, then I'm going to say that Albert Pujols wins. So there's a bit of different things to consider here. Firstly, if you think about it, Trout has actually played for 10 seasons so far in the MLB. He started in 2011, and he's played so far in 2020. So if you count each appearance as a season, he's played in 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019. So that makes 10 seasons. However, in 2011, he only played in 40 games. And so far in 2020, he's only played in 13. So really, take those, add them up, 53 games. That's not even 1/3 of a season. Really don't count that. So technically, if you think about it, he's basically only played 8 seasons, from 2012 to 2019. Now, do I think that in the next, let's say, 3 years, or maybe 2 2/3 years, something like that, do I think that his stats will have eclipsed Pujols' stats at that stage? Because remember, I'm not doing a comparison for Pujols' full career. I'm just comparing his first 11 seasons. So, I do think that. Now, it's close, but if you look at the numbers, Trout has averaged, let's just say he played in 8 seasons so far, basically. If you look at saying he's played 8 seasons, he has over 72 WAR. That would mean an average of over 9 WAR a year, which is just crazy. Now, maybe you could say he's played 9 seasons technically, or even 10, but still a crazy average. Now, let's say he keeps that up for even 2 more years. In 2 more years, let's say he has 73 WAR and he plays in 2 more years. Let's say he has 8 WAR each of those years. That's 16 WAR. Gets him to 89 WAR, and that's not even completing as many games. Completing as many games played or seasons played as Pujols. So I'm gonna say I think that during these next couple of years, Trout is going to do well, which means that I think that Mike Trout beats Albert Pujols' first 11 years. It's sort of not now, but as a prediction. But I think based on what we've seen so far, he's going to do it. Which isn't to take anything away from Pujols, because he was fantastic, but that just shows you how good Mike Trout is. Mike Trout is just insane. I do hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I hope you guys enjoy all of my comparison videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe. Bye!